Yo, welcome to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for joining me here in Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm RJ. This has been a monumental week for Rockstar and Grand Theft Auto 5 because they have added a brand new UFO into Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, we are not positive if it's able to be discovered, if it's in single player, maybe in Grand Theft Auto Online. There's a chance that it could even be part of an adversary mode. But as far as right now, we know that there's a brand new UFO code that has been added into the game. Hopefully we can find it, guys. I know there's a ton of data miners and hackers that are hard at work trying to figure out maybe exactly where the UFO is placed. So within a couple days, there's a good chance that we will have a brand new discovery. Hopefully we can come up with the discovery ourselves. Thanks again for joining up for the episode, guys. Stay tuned here at Trippy Commentaries. We will keep you updated on all things Grand Theft Auto 5 and the CHILIAD mystery. We have some huge live streams coming your way in December. Now in this episode, I do have something important that I wanted to show off. But first of all, let's take a look at this sign. You can see it says, "Nothing to see here, groove along." Now that reminds me of a sign that's been in some past Grand Theft Auto games, but this one's a little bit more obvious. Well, it turns out that maybe there is something to see here. You can see this silhouette on the ground. Looks a little bit like an octopus, and we've seen some huge symbols hidden from a bird's eye view. Well, sure enough, if you grab the chopper and head up to the bird's eye view, you can see what looks to be a pretty cool hidden octopus. I'm wasted, so we'll reload it and I'll check it out from the sky. So many of you probably know that Rockstar has incorporated a bird's eye view angle into the game, which may not seem too useful unless you're trying to find these hidden symbols. So there is the octopus. Now that might not seem special, but if you think about it, you have the Infinite 8 killer, you have Ursula, who's a main character when it comes to the CHILIAD mystery. So maybe the whole 8 legs, the octopus clue is important. There's even a bus or a van, and it has artwork of an octopus that also shows off the underwater UFO. Now the thing about that UFO is it is illuminated, unlike the one here in the game where it seems to be completely rusted and shut down. The one on the van art with the octopus shows that the UFO is active, and maybe that has something to do with the brand new UFO that has been added into the game. Now that octopus is not what I wanted to show off, guys. I just figured we'd start off the episode with that. But now let's head over to the Altruist Camp. We've been looking at a possible hidden step to solving the CHILIAD mystery. So here we are back in northern San Andreas. Now to clarify, the van that I was just talking about, the Bravado Paradise, does have a few different artwork choices. You can see the UFO is on the artwork with the shark right there in front of us. It looks pretty cool. The octopus is separate. Looks a little bit like the octopus we were just checking out. And there's a couple other options that look a little bit like the CHILIAD area. You can see this one resembles CHILIAD and Paleto Bay with a lumberjack. Again, not really the main point of the episode, but just something I wanted to show off, especially with all this talk about a new UFO. So let's visit the Altruist Camp. We know about all of the different hidden symbols here at the camp. In fact, that's really where it all began. The whole bird's eye view clue, I think that started with the hidden Jetpack symbol here on the ritual stone. We should be here at the perfect time. So let's come in for a landing. As you guys know, I did complete the Altruist mission, so that's why there's nobody here when normally there'd be a bunch of naked people going to war with us. Here's the Jetpack symbol. As we all know, definitely the same Jetpack symbol from the CHILIAD mystery mural. I have plenty of episodes here at the channel discussing that, but what I wanted to talk about, of course, is the suns. We've looked at all of these suns, and it's kind of crazy how they have different forms of the sun. You know, you could say this one might even look like a UFO. You have the red sun, the spiral sun, and all the messages have to do with the sun itself. Embrace the light. I mean, come on, that's all just pointing right back towards the sun. How about this one that shows off a sunset? Now, what I think this is all resembling, guys, could potentially be an eclipse. You see how the sun itself is red a lot of the times. Well, that might be the solar eclipse. I'm going to show you some visual evidence of what the solar eclipse looks like here in game. Let me know if you guys have ever seen it yourself. It is possible, and you can even see how the moon changes from one phase to the next. It's really easy to look at if you guys know exactly the right time. Now that's the hard part. I'll put a link in the description because I know there's some people hard at work on the Reddit and different forums where they're trying to figure out exactly how to activate this eclipse, because if you ask me, I think that the eclipse might be the exact time where we need to activate something for the Chiliad mystery. Let's check out the eclipse, guys. This is some stunning evidence. I mean, we even have sunflowers. How many ways do they have to point out the sun to us? Michael has the sun symbol right there around his neck, and he seems to be the one character that sees the sun the correct way. In other words, that sun symbol that shines down on the Zancudo bunker looks exactly like the silhouette that only Michael can see. So is he the character that needs to unlock all this stuff? That's another topic. But let's go ahead and check out the solar eclipse, guys. So here it is, the solar eclipse. Special shout out to Dibs Gaming. I'll put a link in the description to his full eclipse episode. You guys have to check it out. It is must see. I'm sure you've noticed the Altruist member who's constantly just looking out into the sunset, seemingly for no reason. Well, that is just another massive clue from the Altruist Camp pointing us towards the solar eclipse. I think that this eclipse that we see right here is the missing step. Thanks again for joining up for the episode, guys. You can see just how close the sun and the moon are getting here in my game. I'm trying so hard to pull it off. Hopefully we can check it out in an upcoming live stream. I do have one more question for you guys when it comes to the eclipse. We know how much the game references aliens when it comes to the Chiliad mystery with all of these UFOs. Well, how are the UFOs and the aliens connected? That is definitely a good question because I believe both are involved with the Chiliad mystery. Let me know if you guys have any theories or thoughts. Hit me up on Twitter at TrippyComs. But thanks again for being part of the community, guys. The Trippy community is getting insane these days. It's growing, and I have a feeling that 2017 is going to be a massive year. We will need all of your help, so definitely stay tuned. Have a great December, guys. Watch out as we have a ton of live streams coming at you. And more importantly, as always, make sure to stay trippy, my friends.